This is in regard to what we've been seeing happening in Los Angeles and Chicago and New York with undocumented immigrants that are under siege by ICE. Communities that are under siege by ICE. This person says, if they really want to be here and just provide for their families, then why do they come here and fly the flag of their home country they ran from when burning the flag of the country that gave them the opportunity they seek? And he goes on to talk about it. Okay. First of all, them flying the flag of their home country is having pride in their heritage. And I understand what you're saying, right? You fled that country to come to this country, so why do you still embrace that flag? They fled that government. They still love their country. Many people who immigrate still love their country. For example, do you say anything when Polish people get together and fly the flag of their country? In parade routes and draped over their cars and flying on flagpoles at their homes? Does that warrant commentary or video? Because I'm betting it doesn't. Yet it happens all across the country. This is Polish pride in Chicago, where there's a very large Polish population. People like you don't ever say anything about folks like this. How about the Italians that celebrate Italian-American heritage and wave the Italian flag, drape themselves in the Italian flag, carry the Italian flag? People like you don't ever say a word about folks like this. Or people that come from Germany and then celebrate German heritage and fly the German flag and drape the German flag over everything. It's just pride in their heritage. It's not saying that they love that country more than this or hate that country more than this. They're just taking pride in their heritage. And every population that immigrates here does it. Every population does. So, do you have anything to say about the Germans and the Polish people and the Swedish people and the Danes and the Irish that fly their flag? No, it's always when the Latinos do it. It's always when somebody is flying a Mexican flag or some flag from some Latin American country. Why does he have the Ecuadorian flag or the Brazilian flag? It's predominantly Mexican. Let's just call it what it is. Because to most people on the right, everything south of the Rio Grande is Mexico anyway. But are they not allowed to have pride in their heritage? Secondly, why do people burn the American flag? Well, people tend to want to burn the American flag when they begin to be oppressed by the American system. These are people who are in this country working their asses off at jobs that people in this country don't want to do, paying their taxes and not getting the benefits of it, paying their federal taxes, their state taxes, their local taxes, and not getting to reap many of those rewards. And then the government comes in and says, even though you're one of the people that are here busting your ass and not doing anything wrong, even though you go to work and mind your own business and go home and be with the family and play your soccer on the weekends and get together for a cookout with the friends and celebrate your life, we're going to scoop you all up and ship you off. Yeah, it's going to make people a little bit pissed off. It's going to make people a little bit pissed off. By the way, when you're talking about doing bad things to the American flag, did you make comments or videos when the folks at the Capitol building on January 6, 2021 were using American flags to beat police officers over the heads? Flag poles with an American flag on, and they're using it to beat fucking cops. Where the fuck were people like you? Let's not sit here and pretend like you've got this god-awful fucking hard-on for some piece of cloth. You don't. You just don't like brown people, man. And that's what it is. You don't like brown people. And this conversation would go a lot faster and would be a lot more productive if we just started from that basis. Not pretending like you give a fuck what piece of cloth they're holding. But getting right down to the root of it. You don't like brown people. And so you want them gone. You still want your cheap produce. You still want your cheap vegetables. You still want your cheap meat, but you don't want the people who actually pick that and harvest that and process that. Yeah, that's what it is. It's got nothing to do with a flag. And you know it.